All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who is the God of the Hebrew Israelites, Yahweh Shai being the true name of his only begotten Son. Also, want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, man. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Just a quick motivational epistle. Pay now or pay later. All in relation to the harshness of this sacrifice, this daily sacrifice, coming out the world, having our own brothers and sisters look at us and talk about us like we're absolutely crazy, or like we are beneath them. All right, that goes for our brothers and sisters and the other nations, man. All right, dealing with the realization of our captivity. All right, all the trickeries and BS that the enemy is trying to pull off with the food. All right, how that's it's just poison. Every day we're coming into more knowledge about the stuff that we're putting in our body is poison. Like every day, nothing is proper, and it's vexing, and it could stress you out, could cause you to be depressed, and that depression spirit, it can lead you down a dark path, man. Even in the truth, if you're not strong enough to uh pull yourself out of it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, via prayer and fasting, and doing things that pleases Yahweh Shem Shai, which is keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, being obedient to the commandments given to us, man. But right now, hey, we're really up against it, man. As far as the sacrifice goes, it's easier said than done, but we just got to remember what we're part of and what's coming to us, man, and know, hey, we pay now. Lord willing, we don't have to pay later. For the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the rest of these heathen nations, they're gonna have to pay during the time of Jacob's trouble. See, we're paying our dues, if you will, making our sacrifice now. So, Lord willing, when the tables get turned and the Lord pulls the plug on this place and it gets all crazy, the Lord will remember us, will remember our good works, remember our sacrifice, our patience. That's a huge one. Patience. Always easier said than done. But this thing ain't no joke. I can say it, for myself, it ain't no joke. The certain things that we desire, whether they be needs or wants, it ain't a pretty thing to have to sacrifice, especially when the majority of our nation, it just seems like they're just doing whatever the hell they want to do. All right, that's what drive you crazy. That's what drives me the craziest for sure. Is the 2/3, absolutely. Because yeah, think about it. As far as Esau, Edom, the rest of the heathen nations, I mean, they were created to be that. Especially Esau, Edom, he's created to be wicked. He's doing what he's supposed to do. It's not a surprise. We expect this man to be like this. All right, but for our people, come on, man. All right, and it still seems like they're prospering without a care in the world. But we're in a time of this eclipse. All right, which is just a signs of the times, man. All right. Things are about to change, Lord willing. We just observed our Passover, and Lord willing, man, the Lord start bringing some severe judgment to these wicked individuals on this earth, man, and spare us simultaneously. But this is Mark 10 and verse 28. Uh, then Peter began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and have followed thee. And Yahushua answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, there is no man that have left house, brethren, sisters, father, mother, wife, children, lands, for my sake and the gospel's, but he shall receive 100-fold now in this time houses and brethren and sisters and mothers and children and lands with persecutions, and in the world to come eternal life. All right. But many that are first shall be last, and the last first, man. That goes a uh up and down the whole spectrum. Esau Edom, he's ruling stuff right now, so he'll be last in our kingdom. You know, he'll be the least of the least of the least of the nations, all right, in our kingdom. And for us, the ones that you know, uh fulfilled our lot, Lord willing, we be first, man, right under Malaki Hawashai being the first of the first fruits. All right. And Lord willing, we be a part of those first fruits that receive salvation in the first go round during the Lord's second coming, man. All right. But this thing ain't a joke, it's not a game, but we gotta remember what the Lord has promised us. And he's been very, detailed in all these things that we sacrifice. Basically, family, winning the lands, and look at how that relates to modern times. Same thing. Whatever you wanted to attain that you couldn't, because we put this truth first, man. All right. And there's just sacrifices that had to be made, especially concerning the family, man. It's a hard thing for us to do when we first came into the truth, to keep pushing, knowing our family didn't really hearken unto us, knowing they wasn't as passionate about Yahweh Shema Shai like we were and are to this day through the Spirit. Now, when they heard it, they didn't know how to take it. Some of them got angry. Some of them ran, however they did it, try to change the subject. A lot of them try to act like they already know. Ooh, I know my uncle big on that. Oh yeah, they've been saying, people been saying the world gonna end for forever, all that old shit, and Lord willing, man, things are about to change, man, and the Lord is finna start really, really speaking through judgment, man. Right now he's speaking through his prophets, his servants, all right, the ones that are obedient, and they're tracking through the Spirit. But everybody else, they think this is a game. Let's just keep it real. And we got to remember, the whole point of the epistle was, pay now or pay later, but there will be a payment, all right, made from each and every individual on this earth, man. And starting with the nation of Israel, all right. Malachi Hawashai, he completed his work, and the Lord has, told us time and time again, all right, that the servant is not greater than the master. Who is the master? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh. So, hey man, we gotta make sacrifices, man. Hey, some of you brothers and definitely you sisters may not have to drink of that same exact cup, which is, you should know what Malachi Hawashai went through, especially you women. Maybe the Lord have mercy upon you if you fulfill your lot and be a helpmeet unto your man. All right. You may not have to deal with that, but there will be a sacrifice made. You're not just gonna, have a picture perfect life. And that's something we all have to remember. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's not easy, but anything worth having is worth fighting for in this kingdom. Everlasting life, glory, beauty, perfection. That's big. We don't speak about that a lot because we're not in a perfection when we don't really know nothing about it. We just heard, dealing with, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But that is something to look forward to. You'll be perfect if you make it and finish the course. And that's a beautiful thing, man, to look forward to being perfect, because you know how we are as Israelites. We love to look a certain way. Now, us being in the truth, we had to sacrifice that. Hey, shit. I used to be what they call a pretty boy, whatever they want to call it, just taking care of myself, man. Now, I don't know, metrosexual or shit like that, but just, really taking care of myself, caring about, the type of garments I put on, the type of shoes, and, how my hair is and all that. I've been in this truth for some time. And I mean, that's not happening these days. Not saying I just let myself go, but I mean, I'm not in the world. So it's like, I don't have that pressure of trying to impress Eve, trying to compete with my brothers about who's the freshest. Man, that's what the kingdom is for. I'm pretty serious about it, actually. Lord willing, if I make it, and Lord willing, I make it, and you brothers and sisters make it, I always say, man, during the eternity of this kingdom, you probably will never see me repeating, an quote unquote outfit, if you want to call it that, garment. I'll probably never, if I, why would I repeat a garment for all eternity? You probably never see me. We make it, back home. All right, we make it home. You'll never see me wearing the same thing. That's what I'm talking about. You see? All right, so it's all worth the sacrifice that the Lord has for us. And remember what the Lord said as well. He wouldn't put anything upon us that we couldn't handle, man. So it may get to the point where it may seem like you can't handle it, or you're just, I'm tired. All right. And now we got to do things and keep it pushing. But with the spirit of truth, I'm not going to lie in these epistles. Like, I'm not tired, and I'm a relatively young man. I mean, I'm getting up there in my mid 30s. And I'm exhausted every which way physically. Being in the military, and getting out and dealing with that, and just aging our people. There a lot of people are just weird of our nation. They're weird. The apostles them talk about these little dreadhead niggas. Well, I completely agree. I'm tired of looking at our people. I'm tired of the skinny jeans and the weird walks and the tilted heads on the selfies with the females tilted, still doing duck lips and all that other shit. It's just old. It's played out, and we got to move on to something better. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't give a flying flip. They're comfortable here, man. We talk about this a lot. That's why they're not pushing with us, man, because they're comfortable here. All right, all these little Instagram and OnlyFans models, hell, this is their kingdom. They're prospering. They're getting worship. Why would they want to come out of that to serve Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai, and to sacrifice those things, sacrifice families, vacations? Hell, I've never took a vacation as an adult. I've been some places, thank the Lord, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem, Hawashai, but actually saying, hey, I'm going to go somewhere since, 18 and up, man. Since I've been 18 and up, man, I'm in my mid 30s now. I've never been fortunate enough to take a fucking vacation. I'm not joking with 2/3 about that either, especially these whore ass women out here that do the girl trips and commit adultery or whatever, playing all around amongst the earth, but ain't doing nothing for their own nation, ain't being a help me to Nam brother, all right, ain't cooking a brother nothing, all right, not helping the sisters out to be righteous sisters. They just teaching whoredoms and greed, and it's getting very old. Lord willing, man, this is a sign. This eclipse, this is a real deal sign, man, and Lord willing, something happens, man. All right, remember how quickly the pandemic rolled out? First you heard Wuhan, you remember, and over there in China somewhere, and then we just kept hearing it, and then eventually the climate, if you will, of Babylon the Great changed, and then you started to see people with masks, right, in the car, right, especially old folks. And then you start to see more people. Then they made it, mandatory that you had to have a freaking mask. I mean, man, time is going by so fast, man. Because that seemed like it was kind of a while ago, man, because, man, we was living real crazy during that so-called pandemic. Everybody was masked up, social, 6 feet. They got plexiglass at the checkouts. It was insane, all right? But it ain't over. All right, it's not over. There's still prophecy, to unfold, and we're waiting on it, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Hawashai. We just gotta remember what we're a part of, and just remember this isn't easy, man. You got to be balanced in this, man. Realize your faults, that you messed up right along with your brothers and sisters. We disobeyed Yahweh Hashem Hawashai in the first place, how we got here. But also you have to be balanced, man. Sacrifice, yes. Do the work, yes. But also look at the future. All right, look at the the blessings that are coming. That'll keep your mind balanced, because if you just focus on the negative and the sacrifice part of it, and just suffering, it's going to wear you out. All right, and you're not going to be able to perform optimally. All right, just be balanced, man. Remember, and meditate on that power. Meditate on the testimonies that brothers and sisters have of trials and tribulations, and overcoming them, and how the Lord fought for them and was on their side, all type of situations, whether it be financially, physical altercations. They had a incident where many incidents actually, dealing with the prophets. Guns have been pulled out on the prophets, gunshots, knives, etc. Yahweh Hashem Hawashai, has always been with his men, all right, and the few sisters that follow him, man. I just got to remember that, all right. Let's go to Baruch 4 and verse 25, and it reads, my children, the Israelites, right, and right now the remnant, Suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. This is a part of the wrath. All right. Now there's going to be a whole different realm of wrath coming, which is what we are constantly warning our people from. Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. They think it's a joke. They don't think it's going to get that bad, or they don't think it's going to happen at all. They want to lean to their own understanding, got their conscience seared with a hot iron, and they're still just pushing, with their own agenda. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh, for thine enemy have persecuted thee. And we've seen that, with our slavery, with our captivity throughout all these generations. And we do know what the Lord have taught us, that there's more persecution coming for, serving him, in the spirit of truth, not that false shit that they've taught us, them false names and that idolatry crap. We're talking about really serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, professing, proclaiming the name Yahweh Yahweh Shai, that we're the Israelites, and in teaching our customs and traditions and laws, amongst the people. We're going to be persecuted for it. We got to remember that. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and that's going into what we always talk about, Jacob's trouble. And shortly, this is when the enemy is going to be brought down. Simultaneously, Malak Yahweh Shai is going to set up his kingdom here upon this earth, man. All right, this miraculous, glorious, supernatural, physical kingdom. All right, and shall tread upon his neck, man. And that's all our enemies going into servitude positions, man. All right, going into slavery, going into captivity. Everybody's going in, even that's for you sisters out there, man. Hey, you want to make it on that first go around with a man, trust me, all that multiple wife stuff, once we get in our perfection, that's going to be the least of Eve's concern, her God, all right, because it will be manifested then, all right, and will look like gods, all right. There'll be no issue at all. As a matter of fact, I truly believe through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, just in relation to the Lord wiping away all our tears, getting that hundredfold. They're gonna love having sister wives, etc., and concubines in the palaces and the mansions, and what have you. Whatever the Lord has for us, it ain't gonna be an issue. So just keep on pushing, don't blow it. All right. But yeah, everybody's going, everybody that done ruled over us, they're all going down, and we'll be lifted up forever. So it's worth it. It's worth the eternity. All these other people, they just got a chance to rule temporarily. Eve, she's she puffed up like she ruling. She's not ruling anything, but she's puffed up like she's running shit. Now it's just getting old, man. It's not getting old. It is absolutely old. All right, and we got to move on to something better, man. When I don't want to do this for 100 years, 100 more years, or how many other years I got left arguing and going back and forth with our people about decency. Because I mean, at its core, that's what, all right, the law, our laws is for, just being decent, civilized. The Lord, if he wanted us to be animals, he would have created us with the spirit that an animal has, right? That's why animals, I don't know how they get down, but it ain't you liable to, you got a pet dog, you liable to, if it's a female, either way, male, female dog, you liable to go outside and see, the dogs doing what dogs do, man. That's the difference between animals and humans. See, we're supposed to be civilized, all right? That's why the Lord gave us these law, statutes, and commandments. The dietary law is to keep us from, being like animals or being like heathen, okay? Dirty, nasty, all right? We're supposed to be royal, all right, elite, different, set apart, peculiar is the word the Lord uses to describe, our people, our law, statutes, and commandments. It was, a peculiar thing that we dressed how we dressed, and our hair was how it is, and etc., etc. All right, and we just got to get back to that, and with our full strength, man. And it all starts now. This sacrifice every day. We heard every day I complain, man, through the spirit about how tired I am. I still keep it pushing through the spirit, but I'm tired, man. And I mean that. Old folks in my family, especially the punk ass women that think they know everything just because they got a little age on them, they don't know nothing. And I've came to that realization a long time ago when I came into this truth that the so-called elders of our families, not our elders, mind you, the apostles and elders, stone, great millstone. But I mean, like our family, the old folks, your grandma, them, your great granny, granddad, they think they know everything, man, and they don't know nothing. So good luck, during Jacob's trouble. We'll continue to sacrifice, all right, and enduring, because it's about patience, endurance, and eventually, bro, there got to be a finish line, got to be a finish line. And I for one, am looking forward to crossing it, Lord willing. I can't wait. I really pray and hope that something happens this year, man. Something big, man. We need this, man. And the thing about it, when these events, have happened since we've been in the truth, it motivates us like never before. Anytime something major happens, because that gives us something to talk about. And plus, if it's in relation to prophecy, we're on fire. The days get so boring. It's so boring, so unfulfilling. Other than this truth, the truth is fulfilling because it's beneficial for your soul. All right, doing this work and keeping the laws to the best of your ability ain't gonna do nothing but be beneficial to you and yours, man. All right, so we do that. Other than that, man, life is pretty boring. Life is pretty whack, man. This ain't it. Like, this ain't it. It's not. It's not it, bro. This is not it. This is not our rest, man. All right. Let me see here. I mean, that's pretty much the point. No need to make it longer than it needs to be. Just remember, man. Pay now or pay later. This is about sacrificing, man. And Yahweh Shai himself had to make a great sacrifice, man. Just time, right? Time, energy, all right, and of course the actual, physical sacrifice, all right, physical and spiritual sacrifice that the Lord made on our behalf. So we gotta, fulfill our lots, man, and pay the Lord what He's owed, man. And if it's time, if it's sacrificing, like you say, mother, father, children, sister, brother, because they didn't get chose. All right, they weren't chosen, to serve Yahweh Bashim Shai. It is what it damn is. The Lord said we would get it back. Easier said than believed, really. All right, you know what I mean? But that's where faith comes into play. You got to believe on the words of this God that's not a man that he shall lie. All right, so I have to say that to myself all the time concerning certain things, man. Because I've gotten a lot of my prayers answered, and some of them I'm still, waiting patiently for some of my prayers to get answered, by Yahweh, by Shema Hawashai. But I got to keep it pushing, man. And oh man, let us all testify that how good it feels to get your prayers answered. It's a very supernatural, amazing experience to actually say something out of your mouth through the spirit and watch it manifest upon the earth, whatever it may be. It's an amazing thing, man. So you just gotta remember that keeps you motivated. The Lord is definitely, we all can testify that he definitely will answer, certain prayers in order to, strengthen your faith. It's for his will and his reason and his time. There's things that we have prayed for that it hasn't come to pass yet. Hell, us being delivered out here is one of them. We're still patiently waiting for the manifestation of Malaki Hawashai. We don't remember, what he looks like, but we just got faith, We don't remember what Yahweh by Shema Shai looks like for real. Okay. But we got faith. All right. We haven't seen the full manifestation of the power, and I don't think we ever will, because if the Lord, you come on, man, unleash his full wrath, I don't know what will happen to the elements in us, you know what I mean? But I mean, the Lord's going to show his power, man, via miracles, via just supernatural judgment, destruction, gonna bring back the plagues of ancient Egypt, being that this is Egypt, symbolic to bondage. All right, the same thing in how he showed himself through those judgments during the time of ancient Egypt. Hey, Lord willing, he's going to do the same thing during this time called Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, all these things, man. So I always say that, especially for Eve. I love, getting on her now, man. Lord willing, man, he pack her house out, her dwelling place, luxury apartment, townhouse, whatever, condo, updated kitchens and all that shit. Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shai, go ahead and pack they dwelling places out with creeping things, man. All right, just like ancient Egypt. Eve don't want no parts of that. See, Eve can talk. Most of our people can talk because, let me see if I can bring this out. Of course, I can't never find it when I need it. I'll get it. Yes, there it is. Yeah, Ecclesiastes. Yeah. Let's see. Ecclesiastes. There we go. Yep, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil. That goes for everybody that ain't serving Yahweh Shema Shai with the spirit of fear. All right. And we're, especially our people first and foremost, though, the Hebrew Israelites. Because the Lord hasn't really, punished them like they really need to be punished to repent, to really see the error of their way, especially the women. And now you can say that, I mean, a lot of our men have received judgment. A lot of them are resting right now. The Lord then went on ahead and took a lot. Look at the rappers. I mean, just that alone, just our people, man. A lot of, I guarantee you, is more. If this place is if Eve outnumbers us at least 2-1, I guarantee you it's still more of us in the grave that have, been put to death horrifically than it is women. All right. Now their time is coming because Eve's wickedness goes back to the garden, man. And again, just like we're reading here, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Come on, man. Did the Lord say the daughters of Zion can be whores? Yes or no? Well, don't think that they're gonna get away with it. They're just doing whatever the hell they want, being whores from a very, very young age, and that sentence against that evil work, wasn't, fast. So they think, subconsciously, all right, that I can kind of do whatever I want because there's no punishment. All right. Mike Tyson said, people have gotten real comfortable with not getting punched in the face. And hey, that's in relation to Eve, because we can't really bring any wrath upon her ourselves, or else we're going to find ourselves in prison or the grave, man, trying to bring judgment upon Eve. All right. So how do we deal with these wicked people? All right. Curses. Put up curses upon them. Check the testimony channels out that brothers have, man. All right. We can testify. The Lord will do things on your behalf. Hell, hey, this girl I was dealing with, I've done a video about it, how the Lord with a lightning strike, and it was on the news, and she said it herself. I saw it. A lightning strike hit this female I was dealing with and burnt their apartment up, man. And she been doing whatever she been doing, and she hit me up like was like last week about like last week. She hit me up or whatever. So I went over there, her in her new place or whatever. And she's still not doing right. I'm not trying to get into this. My personal dealings, not in this lesson. I will, my personal dealings with women, but I still deal when I can. And I mean, a long story short, how I end up putting curses upon her. I mean, she just wasn't doing, she just was just not doing right, putting me in situations I ought not to be in because she's lying. You know what I mean? All type of shit. But I said all to say, when I went over there, hell, that's one thing I want you brothers to pray for as well. Reports of those curses and the blessings as well, man. But especially those curses, we need reports. So you pray to Yahweh Shem Shai for a report, and he will put the spirit upon whoever it is to reveal that information unto you. An example, old girl went to her apartment. We was just kicking and drinking, some yayan or whatever, how we do, finna kick it. And I mean, she told me, because she's still not doing right by me. You see, she already to enter into a sort of covenant with me by, how it goes. Okay. And she wanna, still deal with other guys. And at one point, I mean, she was like, call herself dating a whole nother girl. So dealing with all that shit. Kind of find out, she said she went to Birmingham, like the week, and that's that gathering abroad shit. All right, gathering abroad. Shit, man, that Eve like to do, just all out in the earth everywhere doing God knows what. And long story short, bro, she said she got robbed out there. Call out y'all by Shemal Shah. So that shows me that the Lord still on her behind, because she's still not, submitting like she should. And there's no real reason other than her just wickedness why she wouldn't want to really deal with me like she's supposed to be dealing with me. If she was to deal with me accordingly, any female, we would show mercy, because the Lord showed us mercy. We have acquired that skill set, man, all right, by experiencing it. We will show mercy unto a wicked, whorish ass female if she repents and comes out of it. Dominique didn't do that, all right? So now she got her fucking shit burnt down. I guess, the Lord let her, get a new place, but she's still out there wilding. And she gave me that report. And, she said it through the spirit. She, hey, I got robbed out there. Might have been gunpoint, man. So don't think Eve and these wicked niggas are getting away with it, man. Remember, pay now or pay later, because just like that little stuff, her house burning down and her getting robbed at gunpoint, maybe. Just wait till Jacob's trouble hits, man. It's going to be calamity after calamity after issue after issue. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Shai for it. I'm all about it. I'm all about it, because you know what? Especially when it relates to our people. The hell with the rest of the nation. Let's talk about our people. 2/3 of the nation in Israel. All right. I'm all for it, because we sacrificing right along, right along with them. But we're doing it in righteousness through the Spirit. All right. And it's just when we're making these daily sacrifices, and we're having, again, to forsake families, lands, etc., careers, and then again you see your own people looking like they're in some type of Wakanda. I wasn't into that Black Panther shit at all. Them bald headed women, those that wasn't a representation of our people, our women. Not, what I mean, Hamites maybe. But, our people think they're in some type of utopia, especially in these major cities. Texas is big. California, New York, that shit dying out, man. People can't afford it. So, everybody coming to the South now, either to the South, or they're leaving the country, because people can't really afford, $2,000-$3,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment, up in New York or out there in California, all that homelessness. So, of course, they're coming down to Texas, Georgia, and Florida. In Georgia, the ATL surrounding areas, and they think that shit is like some type of utopia. They've made it some type of, kingdom, so you can't tell them nothing. Pay now, pay later. You just wait, man. Since we, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Shai, had to sacrifice now, pay now, repent now, Lord willing, we'll be good during Jacob's trouble. Everything is established. We got that rapport for the rest of these idiots of our nation. They're gonna have to pay up during Jacob's trouble, man, and they're in hella debt. All right, hella debt. Bank account, spiritual bank account is so in a negative. All right. It's not gonna be funny, man. But hey, man, I'm sure I'll find, a little joy here and there once I start seeing it. That's what's gonna give me my energy back. I know it. Once I start seeing, these people that done did me wrong, and I had to be patient and to keep from putting pause on them, or putting, steel on them, or hey, man, I'ma love it. I'm waiting on it. That's my heart desire, is to see the downfall of our enemies, man. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, if they wish, ill to me and my brothers and sisters, the hell with them niggas. Of course, it's the hell with these wicked women of our nation, and it definitely be the hell with the rest of the heathen nations. So, hey, just remember through the Spirit, pay now or pay later. All right, but you will be making a payment, and it ain't no light thing, but you can get through it, man. This ain't an easy thing. The Lord never said that this was for children, all right, or women. Matter of fact, He made a point that plain time, this is for men, all right, the sons, the sons of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right. So we got to deal with this, and we do a good job through the Spirit and power Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, being receptive to the Spirit that He gives us to do these epistles, all right, to make our calling and election sure, to set up a camp, go out to a camp, find the camp, be amongst the brothers, stand on the other side, whether you get, caught on the other side or not. That's all part of being a man, all right. We don't see a lot of you other clowns doing, these things, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.